The landlord's doing construction on the other side of the building, but he's not prioritizing fixing our toilets. Big surprise. That doesn't happen until Saturday. Typical. Well, I guess it's time to tell you about the door to nowhere. Yes, there's a door in this apartment that leads absolutely nowhere. It's the attic door. And it's a good thing I didn't use one of my 9 lives walking through that door. So yeah, let's check it out here. It's also kind of a dwarf ceiling here. You can easily hit your head, unfortunately. I usually do hit my head. I've gotten used to it, but occasionally I get in too big of a hurry and it's an ouch moment. It's the attic that goes to nowhere. Apparently, you open the door and you don't know that there's no floor. You just fall a story down. No insulation. That's part of the roof that's rotting. It's caved in. You'll have to excuse the construction mess. They're doing construction here, so occasionally they're doing some construction here. And well, they've boarded up the door to nowhere. But I was actually vacuuming here a few months ago on the landing in the first 2 steps, as far as the vacuum cleaner will reach, really. It doesn't reach any further than that. And it's a good thing I didn't walk in the attic door, or I would have just fallen straight to the ground. Because there's no floor there. And it was a dark room, so I would have just walked in thinking there was a floor there, and there wasn't. But the good thing is I decided not to walk in the room, which turns out to be a good thing, because luckily my new roommate showed me, she showed me the floor being non-existent, and let me know about the danger So, but later on, but before I did actually try to walk into it. So it's a good thing I didn't walk into it when I didn't know, because I didn't know for the longest time. But yeah, I'm thankful that I didn't accidentally step into it and fall. A whole story down below would have been bad. But they've boarded up the attic door to nowhere, which is a drop down to the first floor. And nobody wants to be dropping down a whole story to the first floor. So yeah, no thanks. I don't think I would have survived that fall. About a month later, I had a very unusual visitor to the front doorstep that I actually stepped just over without realizing it, and luckily I wasn't attacked. Yes, it was actually a garter stake that was on the front doorstep. So tonight is the blood moon eclipse. It is March 14th, 2025. The blood moon eclipse is looking really quite beautiful. The blood moon eclipse is peaking.